Hello, everyone. I must say I am very nervous, so please, well, thank you, Ambassador Waltz, for this invitation. It is an honor to stand on this stage with you and the other distinguished speakers here today to shine a spotlight on the deadly threat faced by thousands of Christians in Nigeria. I would like to thank President Trump for prioritizing this issue and for his leadership on the global stage in calling for urgent action to defend Christians in Nigeria, to combat extremism, and to bring a stop to violence against those who simply want to exercise their natural right to freedom of religion or belief. I stand here as a proud New Yorker with a deep sense of gratitude that we live in a country where we can freely and safely worship God regardless of one's creed, background, or politics.
You gotta love this. Nicki Minaj shout out. What I love seeing is black people with the platform speaking out and not going just with the flow just because people are paying you. This is Nicki Minaj. She's speaking out because she made a tweet talking about no Christians should be getting persecuted in Nigeria because of their religion. This is what's happening in Nigeria. No matter what Nigeria says, Christians are getting executed because they are Christian, and it happens to be coming from the Muslim faith. Are all Muslim people bad? No. But you do have extremists. Just like how you have the far left, you have the far right, you have the extremist Muslim groups. And those are the people that we are talking to in this message. What I don't understand about the extremist Muslims, they want to take out everybody. They just believe it's just going to be Muslims and that's it. That's not the way to do things. You have to respect somebody's religion. Your religion is not better than mine. Mine's not better than yours. If that's what you believe to keep you on a straight and narrow path, what do I have to say that that religion is wrong if I don't know anything about your religion? There's a war on two fronts today in this country. There's a war on genders or sexes, and there's a war on religion. There are people coming from other countries that are Muslim that don't want Christians around at all. Am I saying all Muslims are bad? Absolutely not. I know some Muslims that are cool, but there are some that are coming over here that don't want Christians around at all, as if this is their country. Those are the people that America needs to get rid of. Well, how do you get rid of them? How do you know which is which? Because what they do, they blend in with the other Muslims. But what they do is they change everything around you and to make you feel like the foreigner. Look at Minneapolis. Look at some parts of Texas now. You have extremist people trying to come to our country to get rid of Christians and just push Christians out to make Christians feel like we shouldn't be here. This country is built on Christianity. No matter what you say. But we as a people have to understand what is happening and pay attention to the world. Extremist Muslims did this in Turkey. They did this in Spain. They're doing this in Nigeria. They don't want anybody else to be around. And I'm talking about the extremists. You're always going to have the far. They're way over there, where the people that are Muslims don't even mess with them. But you have these extremist Muslims want to get rid of Christians, and that's what's happening in Nigeria. No matter what the Nigerian president or head guy says, it's happening. But I love the fact that Nicki Minaj is speaking out about this. This is why we need people of influence speaking, because you influence the masses. Doesn't matter. I respect her. I love it. I'm not saying I didn't respect her before, but I love that she's speaking about more things in life. Because that same energy can come over here. If you don't nip it in the butt there, it will spread to America. And it's already starting to get here where some places you go, they look at you like you're not supposed to be here. Look at London. Look at UK. This is why they're trying to kick them out. It's because they took over and they're making people that's from there feel like the foreigners. This is why the borders don't need to be open, because you're inviting people in. And I tell my wife all the time, like I said, we have these conversations. The power of those communities, of the Muslim community, the extremists, and everything, it's the power of numbers. They reproduce at a way faster clips than Americans and Christians in America. So what they do is they get here and they have a lot. They take up with people. They reproduce fast. There's so many. So they take over by numbers. How do you stop that? You can't let everybody here, and then you can't let them come here and then give them all the liberties as if somebody was American. Now you're making them equal from the jump. This is what happened in London, UK. This is what's happening. But should a person be murdered because of their religion? Am I saying go out there and murder Muslims because they're Muslim? Absolutely not. I do not believe in that. I believe in, if that's your religion that's keeping you on a straight path, God bless it. All I'm asking for is the same energy. But some extremists, not some, all extremist Muslims don't have that energy. It's either you with us or we kill you. Look at the history books. That's what extremist Muslims do. But Nicki Minaj speaking out, having this speech today, amazing. It's amazing for the culture. It's amazing for a black woman to stand up and say it's not about the money, it's about people. She has a loyal following. Obviously, they're rocking with her. But what about your other favorite rappers? Y'all praise them for having 10,000 kids and being messy and being this and that. But where's the people praising Nicki for standing up for what's right?
No group should ever be persecuted for practicing their religion, like I recently stated on social media. And we don't have to share the same beliefs in order for us to respect each other. We're way beyond thinking or expecting or assuming for, the person sitting next to you to have the exact same beliefs. We're beyond that. That's ridiculous. But that shouldn't make one person feel less safe than anyone in any room. Music has taken me around the globe. I have seen how people, no matter their language, culture, or religion, come alive when they hear a song that touches their soul. Religious freedom means we all can sing our faith regardless of who we are, where we live, and what we believe. But today, faith is under attack in way too many places. In Nigeria, Christians are being targeted, driven from their homes, and killed. Churches have been burned. Families have been torn apart, and entire communities live in fear constantly, simply because of how they pray. Sadly, this problem is not only a growing problem in Nigeria, but also in so many other countries across the world, and it demands urgent action. And I want to be clear. Protecting Christians in Nigeria is not about taking sides or dividing people. It is about uniting humanity. Nigeria is a beautiful nation with deep faith traditions and lots of beautiful barbs that I can't wait to see. When one's church, mosque, or place of worship is destroyed, everyone's heart should break just a little bit. And the foundation of the United Nations, with its core mandate to ensure peace and security, should shake. I am joined here today by peace builders, by faith leaders, by those who saw violence, saw rising intolerance, saw the threats clearly before us, and chose not to look the other way. I am inspired by their work to build interfaith ties, to see the humanity across the lines which might divide us, and to fight for security and liberty for all those who pray. I look forward to our discussion today, and I hope it will encourage deepened solidarity for us to urgently work together to ensure every person can enjoy the right to believe to worship, and to live in peace. Barbs, I know you're somewhere listening. I love you so very much. You have been the ultimate light in my life and career for so long. I appreciate you, and I want to make it very clear once again that this isn't about taking sides. This is about standing up in the face of injustice. It's about what I've always stood for my entire career, and I will continue to stand for that. For the rest of my life, I will care if anyone, anywhere, is being persecuted for their beliefs. Thank you.
This is great. Newfound respect for Nicki Minaj stepping out, but it's about unity. I think that's what made America great as well. Is people who were united. It's okay to be different. That's what makes us special. But this is why when you have that influence of people coming over here, they try to bring over their views. But wrong is wrong, right is right. This is why I tell my kids, wrong is wrong, right is right. So if you're doing things that's wrong, I'm going to call you out on it. Because if you're trying to persecute somebody because of their religion, what does that say to you as a person? But when I talk about Nicki Minaj, and I say this to everybody, why aren't the other people that you guys worship speaking up about this? The same people taking your money, the same people wanting you to buy tickets and buy clothes and buy all these things that they put out all the time, no matter what. If you broke, you still buy it. Why aren't they speaking about the things that affect you directly? It's because they care more about the money than they care about you. You really have to be aware about who you are following. Do they just want you because of your money, or do they want you for you? This is big, though. What about your favorite rapper? What about your favorite athlete? Christians stick up for Christians, no matter what part of the world it is. If it's wrong, it's wrong. But I've heard very few people speak up about this. Very few. I did a report on this too. But who else is going to speak up that has a big platform to say, this ain't right? Once again, like she said, I don't believe that you should persecute somebody if you're a Muslim, why would I try to kill you? Because you don't think like me? Sometimes that different thinking and we work together makes the country better. That's the gift of America. People from different cultures, different ways of thinking, but working together to make a better America. That's our secret sauce. But we're getting away from that. But shout out to Nicki Minaj. Newfound respect. Always respected her, of course. She's a great artist. She has a great following. But love and the fact that she's doing this because she's standing up for what's right.